It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paycor Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Today we hit double digits, Week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Charlie Jones now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here we go.
Slot man moves right. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just one. Take a look at the defense for these Texans. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 9. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
Brandon, after last week we went over 200 yards. Looks like the hot tub, cold tub, whatever he did, it worked pretty well.
Much chatter about that performance. Rightfully so. AFC Offensive Player of the Week. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 more on that one and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Burrow on play action. That's out wide here for Robinson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. The Bengals at 6 and 2 to start play. And they come in playing really well on both sides of the ball. They've won 6 of their last 8 CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And they come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 28. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Back to Robinson now on first down. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They're passing here. Joe Burrow sets up the screen to Robinson. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got Brown on the out route complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well. So your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Stroud now on 2nd down. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
2 plays so far, run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. Stroud here on 3rd and long. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Miller on the read option. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. You talk about this Bengals defense. They were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory.
I don't know what the actual percentages are. I don't know the analytics on when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches have always told me, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%.
Stroud's throw completed to Mechie. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 34-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. As they've got it as we resume action. Meanwhile, Stroud's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17. Into the red zone, 1st down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Inside handoff now, Miller. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2 yards left on second down from the 9. Again, it's Miller. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up first and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Equanimous St. Brown. His first touchdown on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Texans 7, Bengals 3.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. They'll run this one right with Robinson. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 53 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Robinson up the middle. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there for Cincinnati. Give him 42 yards on the ground. So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the 5.
Robinson. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
Now Burrow changing the look. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Evan McPherson on for the field goal. A 28-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Texans take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because, to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
On second down, it's Stroud. Over the middle, that's caught by Miller. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
11 mighty.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And Burrow's saying, let's go, let's go. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 27 yards there, a 1st down. Well, there wasn't much of a window there, Charles. Had to deal with a couple of defenders, but able to find his big tight end.
And, partner, we know double coverage is a challenge for any player to try to defeat. But maybe it's a little easier if you're one of those big tight ends because you have a size advantage on just about anyone trying to cover you, and you use your body to create some space.
Robinson on a give right side. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
11 MT, take. 11 MT, God.
They'll run with Robinson at a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Here we go.
3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here.
12.
Again, it's Robinson. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Play action. It's Burrow rolling to his right. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it. But how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open. Left him nowhere to go with the football. Had to absorb the sack.
McPherson's kick is good. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. Now this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Texans.
We've sat in a lot of meetings, and they always talk about the offense taking advantage of beginning a half. Well, special teams coaches don't listen to that. They want to take advantage with their own unit, and they just did.
Yeah, they trailed in the locker rooms, and they changed that immediately.
I think they drew that one up special. That felt like something he pulled out of his pocket that he'd been holding for a while, and they were able to use it effectively.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. Breaks through the contact, and he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Their defense did its job, forcing the takeaway there to start the half, and now can the offense follow suit?
And you'd better believe that one side of the ball feeds off the work of the other, so they'll want to come out, establish some rhythm, and go down and take the lead. Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now it's Burrow. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Robinson will try to pick it up, and he is going to have a Bengals first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Burrow able to find Sample. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
In motion right here, Boyd. Handoff now to Robinson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. Throws to his man on the out route, and it's complete. That's Robinson. And he's got this down to the 35. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
11 MT, 11 MT.
And Boyd in motion right. On the give, here's Robinson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. On second down, here's Burrow. Flushed out right. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise them with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a first down. Gotta love that efficiency.
11, 11, 11.
Motion man right, that's Pierce.
11, 11, 11, 11.
They run. Robinson. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Here we go.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
11 Thomas.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Denzel Perryman with a sack.
And the passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This from 54 yards away. McPherson's kick is good, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. It can be a thankless job sometimes to be a kicker, but they're thanking him right now. That's now 4 field goals. He's kept them in the game.
He sure has. That offense has got to find its rhythm because I'm not sure that just kicking field goals is going to allow them to win this game.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They begin with a run by Miller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Final minute now of the third quarter. On second down, here's Miller. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 43 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
3rd and 1. Stroud able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. A shotgun snap to Stroud. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the 2nd half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
On the run, it's Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here we go.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 8.
11, 11, 11, 11. 11 mighty. 11 mighty.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll give it up the middle to Miller. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. From the 33, here's a 2nd down and 4. Option right, here's Stroud. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down.
So finally, at this stage of the game, he lets his legs carry him for a big-time first down. But I think this is all set up by his eyes throughout the game. He's been taking it all in as he's watched this thing unfold. And finally, the eyes carried the legs and took him downfield.
You're right. His longest run of the game waited until the fourth quarter, and maybe that lulled the defense to sleep a little bit. Daxton Hill there to make the stop on defense. Now 2nd and 9. The second down throw now from Stroud. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And they'll give Miller another crack. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Kendre Miller with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. So a heck of a drive right there with the game potentially hanging in the balance.
A very good drive, and now a conversion to make it a 2-score game and a solid lead.
Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. First down. Here's Burrow. Here's a screen for Robinson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive linemen. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Here we go. 11 MT tank. 11 MT tank. Stop.
Now Burrow. Short throw to Smith. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here's 2nd down and 3.
12, 12, 12.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here.
Meanwhile, here, a run on first down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
11.
Here's Burrow. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off.
And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
Miller will get it. He has been busy today.
And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the 1st.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
He's 56-yard attempt.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these 2 teams meet.